I would like to present my final project for senior project and presentation. So the name of my project is Dude, This Forest is Haunted. So it is a short film which focuses on a guy who wakes up one morning and over a bowl of cereal, he decides to go outside. He goes outside to this forest, which is not too far from his home, and he explores in the forest. He goofs around and he explores inside the place, and he also stumbles upon some supernatural stuff, let's just say. So, upon encountering that, he discovers that he could potentially be in a forest haunted by supernatural entities. And so, as any other logical person would do, he books it out of there. And when he runs back home, the next day he finds out that the spirits have followed him home. Hence, he is now trapped with spirits at his house forever. And that's the ending of the film. Now, it's a very straightforward plot. It's no Avengers or Star Wars plot. It was recorded only by me. I was the only actor. Nobody else helped me behind the scenes. Everything done in this project was done by me. So, what is the point of this project? Well, it's not very plot focused. I'm not looking to make a film with a great plot. This whole short film was shot entirely on a cell phone camera, that cell phone being a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. The point is to compare the camera of a smartphone to a professional camera, like the cameras they use in professional film. My goal here is to see how well can a cell phone camera compare to a professional camera. So let's go over the materials that I used. The first thing I used, obviously, was the Galaxy S20 FE, my main camera. I used both the front and back lenses. Both feature wide lenses, which I used throughout the entire film. The entire film is shot with the wide lenses. Next, since I was filming this by myself, I needed a tripod. So what I did was I went on Amazon. I bought a tripod for about $20. This tripod is like any other tripod. You could even use a professional camera on it, but this one had a mount for a cell phone, which is why I chose it. This tripod also came with a remote control so I could start the camera from a distance without having to always walk up to the phone to start the recording. And that's pretty much it in terms of materials. So let's get started in the pre-production process. I wanted to make a film that didn't take itself too seriously and also not have a lot of dialogue. So I thought back to some old videos I've seen on the internet. One short film that I've seen on YouTube came to mind where the setting took place in a forest or the woods. Now, seeing as how I live near the woods, I thought that'd be an easy location to do it in. So that's the location I chose. And so this is where the scouting process starts. Before I made my final decision on actually filming in the woods, I decided to scout the area, see how big the woods were. So I scouted for about an hour back in February to get a feel for the place. The woods were, to say the least, not that big, but they weren't that small either. It was still possible for me to film in them, so I stuck with filming in the woods. So now I have my place where I want to film. Next, I need a plot. I was already in the plot thinking process, so I had something in mind. My original intention was to have someone going into the woods, that's someone being me, and looking for a hidden treasure. Now that sounds like a very simple and dumbfounded plot, which it kind of is, which is why I decided to change it. As I mentioned earlier, this film is not supposed to take itself seriously. I wanted to crack a few one-liners in the film and add a few little jokes. Unfortunately, the final film did not come to that. So now let's talk filming. For 4 weeks straight, I was filming in the woods every weekend. Throughout the filming process, there were a few moments where I changed the plot a little bit. I have several unused clips. Some clips I didn't use because they just weren't relevant anymore. I did run into many problems while filming. Since the woods that I was filming in were not very big, there were times where you can see buildings in the background. In the final video, I tried my best using clips which showcase the trees obscuring the buildings as best as they can. There are probably a few clips in the video where you can see some buildings or even the road, but for the most part, everything is pretty much obscured, and I'm pretty satisfied with how that turned out. I wouldn't consider myself a filmmaker, but I do understand lighting is very important. There were a few times during filming where the lighting was not very good, so I had two options: film at a different angle or come back at a different time. Ultimately, I will say the filming process, despite how tedious it was, I did get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. So now I want to talk about the final stage, and that's the editing phase. So what I used to put the video together was Adobe Premiere Pro. During the editing process, there were a few times where I had to go back to the forest and reshoot a few things or shoot some extra stuff. I will say the editing was probably just as tedious as filming because there were certain things that weren't working out so very well. One of those things being the background noise in the clips and how they didn't blend well with each other. This is where I get into the sound aspect of editing. Because of a lot of the background noise in the clips, I had to add over my own little sound effects. I'm not the greatest sound designer, but I tried my best to make it sound as believable as can be. I added some environmental noises in the background of the film while getting rid of the environmental noises in the actual clips. I had to re-record all of my voice clips. The result, I'd say it worked out. In terms of background noise and environmental sounds, I think the environmental sounds came out decently. I'm satisfied with it. There's also one scene where I use some background music. The music is to emphasize the goofy nature of the scene. The scene in question, of course, is the scene where I'm seen running around, throwing sticks, hitting trees with the stick, and just acting like a total dummy. Now there's one more instance of quote-unquote background music, though this next one isn't necessarily considered music. And it's the part where I run behind the tree, look back, and you start to hear the demonic yelling. At this part, I added a lot of other demonic sound effects to really add more emphasis to the danger of what was coming. So we've reached the end. This is my project. Dude, this forest is haunted. I would say I'm satisfied with it. And all I used to put this together was my phone and a tripod that I got off of Amazon. It certainly is rough in a few places. It's a good start for something. So that's all I have to say. This is my project. Dude, this forest is haunted.